Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are
Two Guys in a Ride.
Say, Nate, where are we at today? There should be like a sign or something.
Yeah, there should be a sign somewhere. Hey, we are at the SCCA Jack Pine Sprints at the Brainerd International Raceway in Brainerd, Minnesota.
That's right, and we're going to bring you some race footage, but more importantly, we're going to talk to some of the drivers and get their perspective and find out why they like racing and what has gotten them into this. So before we do that, Nathan,
click on the subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification so you never miss a video.
That's right. So what do you say, Nate?
Oh, let's go to the races. Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys in a Ride, and today we're here at the Brainerd International Raceway at the SCCA races this weekend, and we're here with Rich, and Rich has this stunning, beautiful car, and so we're going to talk to Rich, and we're going to learn about his car a little bit. So, Rich, let's start with, how do you get into racing? Because you're actually a Navy guy.
Yeah, so as I was mentioning to you guys earlier, I didn't race go-karts or anything before that. I've always been into, racing anything, snowmobiles, dirt bikes, but never in a car. So anyway, when I was in the Navy with a buddy, we were able to do a driver's school and rent a couple open-wheel cars, and we did some track days out there, and then, came back to the United States and wanted to find, a good open-wheel class, and kind of got in touch with Competition One, and they kind of really paved the way and gave us a lot of great advice on what to do, and we got into an FE Formula Enterprise, and so yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you were first introduced to racing cars when you were in the Navy.
Correct.
So thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You own the car.
Yes.
This is not something you rented or anything.
Nope.
And I understand you just recently, in fact, for this weekend, and maybe the first time you've used it, the upgraded motor and transmission?
Exactly. So we just did the FE2 upgrade kit, which is a new motor and a new gearbox in it, and we're using this weekend pretty much as a test run to get all the bugs and kinks worked out of it to get her ready.
So does that move you up? The class you were in before would have been an FE?
Correct.
And so then FE2 is the next level up.
Yeah, I mean, technically they still run in the same group. It's just, I think the FE originally came out in 2003, and now, 15, 16 years later, they upgraded the gearbox and the motor.
Okay, so you're still competing against the same people, but now you got a little bit more of an edge.
Exactly. So it's, I think this is the third year now with the FE2, so, I mean, a lot of people are making the switch, so we're just kind of getting, even the playing cards, All
right, so let's talk about the car itself, because, I mean, for our viewers, some are racers, some are not. Some, you've got absolutely no tread on your tires. I mean, there's.
Oh yeah, they're pretty soft.
They're just they heat up, right?
Oh yeah,
quite a bit.
Yep.
And that's what gives you your grip.
Correct. Yep.
And how much does this weigh?
1270 is minimum weight.
Okay. So. Man, there's not a lot of weight holding that down, is there?
Yeah.
But you got spoilers.
Yeah, so
or deflectors, I should say.
Your winglets and then your tail wing, that's all helped out with aerodynamic and, downforce. So.
And then what's the antenna for?
So that's the radio.
Okay, comes through your helmet with the earpieces and everything in there and your mic. Correct. And then you're connected to somebody in your pit group.
Correct.
Okay, and then the struts right here on the wheel assembly. I mean, you've got quite a bit of reinforcement here.
Yep. I wish we could take it off and you could see the shocks up here and everything for it, but everything's specced suspension-wise, so everybody's got to run the same stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, it's it's a race car.
The coming back here, you've got huge air inlets. It must be for your radiator down there on both sides.
Yep, that helps.
Wow. That's a lot of air coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, on the inside of the cockpit, you've got, of course, I guess that's your fire suppression system?
Yep, so the red lever is for your fire. You have a control, adjustable control I'm sorry, sway bar link there.
Okay.
And then you got your shifter lever down there and a brake bias if you want, more front brake or more rear brake. So
when you're shifting, do you move your knee much, or is it mostly just foot movement?
It's now with the upgraded gearbox, you can flat floor shift, so you don't even have to lift your foot off the floor, and you can just upshift and then downshift. You're just blipping and you left foot brake.
Wow. So pretty much you got rid of it gets rid of the clutch pedal altogether.
Yep. You don't really, clutch is just for starting and stopping.
Okay. So it's in there, but when you're actually racing, because of the way it's set up. Now, do you have a seat that bottom?
Because I'm so tall for this car, compared to most drivers, I sit right on the floor.
Wow.
So, yep. I sit right on the floor.
That is going to be a rough ride.
Most other cars you'll see, the seat will come up and it kind of wrap around your legs. But
right.
I'm rather large for the car, so I sit right on the floor.
You are literally skimming the world.
Oh yeah, you can feel the rumble strips.
Ooh, wow. But you do have a padded headrest.
Yeah.
So this part right here that comes in, that just feeds into the air filter?
Correct.
Okay. And then anything modified with the exhaust?
Not really. No, it's all spec system. You just got your headers there, and just your muffler. So there's nothing too special about it.
So what? How many RPMs would this be running on a typical race?
Max RPM is around 6,800.
Okay. And is it a high revving engine, or do you have a lot of?
They're pretty high revving. I mean, not compared to like a rotary motor car,
right?
But 6,800 is pretty good. So.
Okay, and then your digital display for your dashboard gives you all the information you need.
Yeah, it'll give you oil pressure, temp pressure, your RPMs, gear you're in. It'll give you like projected lap times on it. So.
Okay, and then you got a camera system like we've seen, and then of course you can download that information into software and then do some analyzing if you want.
Exactly. We come back and get all the data off the car and watch film and try to correct everything we can.
So these spoilers back here are adjustable?
They are, and that's also spec, so you can only to a certain point degree. That you
and then that's set for the race. It's not something like on a modern car that would raise and lower and move as you drive.
No, you can change it, when you come back into the pits and stuff.
Right, but it's not
only allowed so much.
Right. Okay. Wow. So on an average lap, about how fast are you running?
Like mile per hour wise?
Yeah.
Lap time. So on the on 1 and 2, I'm around. I think my fastest was 133.6.
Okay, and lap time on average?
Right now I'm at a 135, but
you're getting used to the car. Absolutely.
We've been battling some little small issues, but we're getting it figured out.
So what's one of your favorite memories from racing?
It's all right now my favorite memory, just because this is my first year in the car, so every weekend is can't wait to get back in the car for the next one. So
now is this your full-time thing that you do, or do you have a day job?
No, well, I do a lot of different things, but just the COVID situation kind of presented an opportunity where we had enough time where we could do something like this. So but yeah, this is not a full-time gig. Hopefully, maybe in the future someday.
Right. So, well, some of our viewers, like I said, are interested in racing but don't know how to get into it. And so we're always asking people, what is this what you do full-time, or do you have other jobs? Obviously, you have other jobs normally.
Right. Yeah.
So, thank you so much for taking your time to share your car and your story with us. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you.